It's been over a month since Filipino British nurse May Parsons made history during this COVID-19 pandemic. All eyes were on her last month when she administered the first jab of the Pfizer vaccine in the UK when she vaccinated a 90-year-old on December the 8th. I spoke with Nurse Parsons in Coventry in the UK, and she shared the historic moment and her message to her fellow frontliners.
It feels unreal, obviously, because I wasn't expecting it to happen that way. So in a way, it's I think it's a good boost for the morale of not just nurses, but all of the Filipino carers all around the world. I don't think it has sunk in, but I think it's a good thing for everyone to be valued and to be honored and to be told that they matter, the things that they do every day, that even though it's not in the limelight, what you do makes a difference to people's lives. That's what I have been doing all these years, and I wasn't expecting it to be anything more than what I normally do. So it was nice to be celebrated.
Absolutely. You are celebrated around the world and here in the Philippines, Nurse May. And of course, the last few months have been very tough for all of us. How does it feel like that there is now a vaccine that could hopefully put a stop to this pandemic?
Well, it's really good and it's really positive. And like I said in the beginning, once we roll out the vaccination program and everyone actually avails for it, it can only be a good thing because, history says that vaccination it does work. It does protect people. And for people that's thinking about not having it, please do, because if you have family that are at risk of actually experiencing death because of COVID, then I would say take it. It can only be a good thing to contribute to stopping this, because we can't actually wait now for the herd immunity, because herd immunity takes everyone. It means that everyone has to be infected. So, yeah, I would say to people that if they can have the vaccine, please have them. We don't know if we're still going to give them yearly or for boosters or whatever, but now that it's available and if you're offered it, please have it.
Because here in the Philippines, there seems to be a lot of vaccine hesitancy. There isn't enough confidence that, most of our kababayans in the country will be jabbed or immunized with these vaccines that have been released by Western pharmaceutical companies such as Pfizer, BioNTech, and AstraZeneca of the UK.
Yeah, so I think those are the type of people that just needs to be educated. So in my role as an educator, I think it's imperative that we send the message out to those people that are not sure, because most of the time our decisions are based on what we hear from other people. So say, for example, your neighbor said, oh, yeah, I had this and I had that, and then you believe that. But then you actually don't know if that information is based on science, if it's based by the researchers or, so the hearsay is stronger than the message of education from the researchers or the clinical scientists. So I think we just need to make sure that the information we're getting or the information that our kababayans are getting are the real ones and they can be trusted and not just a hearsay. I know in the Philippines there's a lot of messages that's been passed on, it mutates into something else. But I think we have a responsibility to educate them, because otherwise we're going to be leading them astray by not leading them the right way. That's in my thinking anyway.
And Nurse May, you are currently the head of a COVID ward at the University Hospital in Coventry. It must be challenging day in and day out with the infections and those passing on. Where do you get your strength and resilience during these tough times?
Well, yes, so it's really hard lately because, as you know, we're reaching the second peak. I am actually fully supported by my family, which is great. So if you have a family to support you and understand what you're going through, not fully understand what you're going through, but they know that you're suffering, that is one main thing to have your supportive network around you. So I have my family with me. I have my mum, who's always constantly there to speak to. I also have a very supportive work bubble where we're checking on constantly with each other. the minute, we're encouraged to take our breaks, take our leaves, make sure that we reset and refresh ourselves.
Finally, Nurse May, what is your message for your fellow Filipino nurses in the UK and everywhere around the world who are fighting this battle with you against COVID-19?
So what I would say is that keep the faith, keep your resilience, have the support that you need around you to refresh and reset and restart your emotional and mental well-being. Also know that you're not on your own. There are people that you can speak to. There are groups of people that feels the same way as you. So just reach out and people will be there. You're in the same situation as you. Also the fact that have faith, this will end soon. And also the fact that believe in yourself that what you're doing, benefits a lot of people. They need us this time, so we just need to be strong. Also strong for our families, and we just carry on. That's what we do. And we have to look after ourselves too.
Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Nurse May Parsons from the University Hospital in Coventry in England. Maraming salamat sa iyo.
Thank you for having me.